Welcome back, everybody. This is another Sunday service. I'm Kalani Das, and thanks for tuning into Music Mindfulness on this Sunday, December 26th, 2021. It's near the end of the year, and we're kind of in the middle of the celebration, holidays, time of the year. So today's theme is celebrating. Through music, of course, music is one of the main ways that we celebrate throughout the year all over the world. For me, of course, as a musician, I've been involved with many celebrations of different types, from birthdays to weddings, life celebrations, annual celebrations, seasonal every type of celebration. And you know that music plays a large role, if not really the largest role, in every kind of celebration throughout the world. It's just at the center often of what it means to celebrate. Whether that's a solemn ceremony or some sort of exuberant, New Year's Eve party celebration. But music is there throughout. It's ubiquitous, it's ever present, it's with us, it's very important to us. But I want to talk to you right now about music on a more personal level, and I want to speak to you as a music therapist who helps people celebrate all sorts of things in their lives. And also I want to speak to you as a musician who uses music to celebrate and to dig deeper into life, the joys of life in different ways. So as a music therapist, what I do is I help people celebrate achievement, celebrate each other, celebrate the things that they value. And in music mindfulness, talk about creating value-based experiences. In other words, aligning and creating the types of experiences that you want to have for you in your life based on your values. Because if you're not doing that, then what are you doing, right? What direction are you moving? So your values, which are personal, totally up to you. Those are always very personal things. That's your compass. It doesn't have to be anyone else's. All right. We can certainly share moments. We can share music, but whatever it means to you, whatever is important to you. I've talked about my values in the past, things that I want to create more of in my life. And it's really simple to create, I think, to identify, your values. It's really simple. You just think, what do I want to see more of? And then you could think the other way. You could think, what would I like to experience less of? But let's just frame it in a moving towards frame of mind rather than a moving away from, right? You could do either, but I think just it's easier, it's more positive. Just keep it in a, what do you want to have more of? And that's it. Whatever you want to have more of, whether it's laughter, health, vitality, clarity, space, time for yourself, time with friends, whatever it is. Pick a few things and then create, move every creation that you conjure in your life, meaning whatever you do, whatever actions you take are guided by those goals and values. So, and that also includes the way you interact with people. But getting back to what I do with my clients, what I do is I listen and I pay attention and I ask questions and I try to get to know who is in front of me, who I'm playing with, and who I'm playing for. And in that instance, my job is more like an explorer or scientist. And I'm not judging, I'm just observing, and I'm finding, and I'm cultivating things, and I'm collecting information, and I'm enhancing through the music. We can enhance people's thoughts and feelings, and we can help move them towards their own values, towards their own goals, and we can help them celebrate the things that that they want to celebrate, the things that they've achieved. Maybe we can even help them discover things to celebrate if they're feeling like they don't have anything to celebrate. And that's another skill of the musician, is to find something there that's unnoticed or that is buried. And then through the music experience, through improvisation, through musical play, through using a lot of the techniques that we have available to us in music, such as matching or synchronizing with somebody else, playing what somebody else is playing and thereby amplifying and raising their voice, for example, or reframing something so that it fits in a pleasing way with what's happening around it. Some people don't, they have trouble, finding their place in the world, and the way they move and the way they speak or the way they think is a little bit problematic because it's not like the way most people think and move. And then so what we can do is we can help them reframe that, or we can move around them and reshape what we do so that what they're doing makes more sense to them, or they find beauty in it, or it becomes more functional. And that is a form of celebration. It's a form of validation and acknowledgement. And so those are the kinds of things that I do in my work as a music therapist. And I wanted to just share that with you to give you something to think about or be aware of. Maybe you can find ways to do that in your own life and with the people that are in your life, the people you interact with, whether it's just for a moment or a lifetime. Think about ways that you can help people that are having trouble celebrating something, or maybe they've forgotten what they have to celebrate, and you can help remind them, and you can help remind yourself of the things that you have that you want to celebrate. As a personal practice, I just, last week we talked about gratitude. I think that's really important. Of course, gratitude and celebrating go hand in hand. A little bit slightly different views of the same idea. But for me, what tends to help me celebrate is just having that sense of gratitude, appreciation, of course. And I talked about things that I appreciate, especially the instruments and the makers and just the opportunity to share, to share my voice. And whether that's with you or just for me, just to have the opportunity to create and to experience something new and to explore and play. For me, music is, and it can be, not always, but it can be often like that sandbox, which I was very fond of playing in when I was a child, or just, being outside and playing in the environment, finding things and playing with them and discovering and imagining and creating. So for me, music is a bit like that. It's a playground. And we have to remember, in case we've forgotten, hopefully we haven't forgotten, but we should always remember that it's called playing music, right? It's not called doing music, or sometimes we perform, but when we perform, we're still playing. Hopefully you feel that music is playful and that you have permission to experiment. And I try to model that. If you notice what I opened with today, this is all improvised. And I'm always just trying to find something a little different to do, push myself, do it in front of you live so that I'm on the edge. I'm really pushing, but also to have a playful spirit while I'm doing that. I'm not worried about it. Whatever happens, happens. And I know that I can always change direction or stop what I'm doing, or do something else, or keep doing what I'm doing. I know I always have choices and options, just like we do in life. So we're never stuck. And that, to me, is one of the huge values of music. It's one of the big lessons that I carry with me from music into my life, is that I can improvise. It's always an improvisation, and it can always be new, and it can always be whatever I choose it to be. I'm never stuck with what I've been doing. It's always a choice. I always have options, and I can push buttons and press things and hit things and get a different result sometimes. I can keep, yeah, experimenting and trying. It's like you're like a scientist, right? You're an experimenter. So you can do that with your life just like you can in music. But it helps, I feel, it really helps to practice those skills in music. And that's another thing that I'm really grateful for and that I celebrate, is that having the musician experience. And let's be clear, friends, you don't have to be a professional musician to understand and to cultivate the musician mindset. You can absolutely be an amateur. Amateur comes from the word amor. Actually, it's related to the word amor, which means somebody who loves something. So an amateur, even though it can sometimes have a negative connotation, oh, you're such an amateur, right? But actually, it just means that you love something. You love to do something. That's all it means. So you can be an amateur musician, but you still need to be a musician to practice and have those skills. And then you can apply them however you want. You can apply them outside of your musical life into your social life, your business life, your family life, your work life, your play life. You can apply them. But you do need to develop the skills, and I think doing it in music is a fun way to do that because it's music making. It's just a fun thing to do. It can be a hobby. It can be a profession. But you're still gaining all those wonderful improv skills, and they become life lessons, and they become integrated into your philosophy and your practice of living. And that's a beautiful thing, and that's something to celebrate. So today, I've got the crystal bowl. This is an E crystal bowl. I've got a cymbal, I've got bongos, I've got an E flute by Blue Star, and I've got some other stuff here. I'm going to play a little bit more. Today's session is going to be on the shorter side because we have things to do, and it's a beautiful day out here. I hope you're all having a nice holiday. I'm going to go outside and walk a couple dogs in a minute because it's a beautiful blue sky day. We just had lots of rain, which we sorely need here in Southern California, all across California. But I'm going to go outside and enjoy the weather. I hope you are enjoying wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I do want to say I really appreciate you tuning in, and I hope these interactions are helpful. I try to show up every week, and to be honest with you, I'll be perfectly honest, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this today. You know, it's the day after Christmas. It's my stepson's birthday today. It's a beautiful day, like I said, but I thought, no, I'm going to show up. I'm going to do it. It's part of my practice to do these music mindfulness improv talks. And I know, some of you really appreciate it and you've expressed that, and I appreciate that. And that's why I'm here, because some of you have said, I really get a lot out of this. Thank you. And so thank you for being here. I would still do some of this without you, but I appreciate it. Just, it's nice to have the interaction and the exchange of energy that comes with even just comments. And I know some of you are making comments. I appreciate that today. But if you're watching this later, that's fine. Take what you want. If something's useful, that's great. This is a service. If you'd like to connect with me more, of course, you can do that at patreon.com/Kalani. But I consider this a tithing to the community, a gift for you from me, and I enjoy it as well. So it's a win-win for us all. All right, let's get back to the music. I'm going to start another. I'll start another piece. So I'm going to reset my looper down here. If you're interested in learning about what I'm doing here musically and with the looping, you can do that at the Patreon site as well. And let's go with a little brighter tempo this time. I just tap into tempo. I like to pick something and just see what happens. All right, so here we go. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see what's coming up. thank you again, everyone, for joining me today. Happy holidays, happy celebrations wherever you are. See you next time.